Hey guys, this is one of my favorite terrariums. It's, I want to say a gallon and a half, maybe 2 gallons. A nice sealed lid on this is for food storage originally. But I have a microgramma fern in here which grows these on these rhizomes. A little hard to show you, these rhizomes here. It's growing up a piece of wood in the middle of the terrarium. You can kind of see that. I moved it from a smaller pot, or a smaller terrarium. It used to be in this one, but it got way too big. You can kind of see how it started growing onto itself when it was in the smaller terrarium and it ran out of space. It also has some moss growing down there, and you can see another rhizome getting ready to spit out leaves. Pull a little bit of dead material out of here. And I am going to stick some peperomia, I believe it's prostrata, down on the bottom here. I have some riccia growing right now. A little hard to see through the condensation, but these fatter tendril sort of things are riccia, which is typically grown as a water plant. You'll see it in aquariums, often as a carpet, but they have to kind of tie it down to get it to stay, otherwise it'll float to the surface. Oh, I forgot I had put this cutting in here. Let's see if I still have a label for that one. No, I don't have the label for that one, but it came out of this terrarium, which is obviously going crazy. This, when it's grown in a more natural setting, it shingles on the side of branches. It grows really flat and shingles. But I just had a tiny cutting that I threw in here and ignored it, and it kind of surprised me and went absolutely bananas growing in this way. So I want to get that growing on the side of a piece of wood or something to shingle, but for now I just figured I'd start taking cuttings out and putting them in other places, because I've had terrariums crash before, and it sucks to lose an entire species just because I never took cuttings. So I'm probably going to put some of this into the Macode's patola terrarium. That also has the oh, my brain just quit on me. That also has the peperomia prostrata, a second cutting. These are often called string of turtles, which I just recently realized the string of turtles was the same thing I've been growing for years. It never occurred to me it was the same thing, because I've never thought of these as succulents, but I mean, I guess it makes sense. So yeah, that's my cutting that's going into the microgramma terrarium right now. So let's see. There's more dirt space over on this side. Let's see if I can get it down there. So now it's down there in the soil. I want to move it away from the glass a little bit. There we go. Sometimes the condensation from the glass will cause plants to rot instead of thrive, because it's just too wet. So I'm going to move that away a little bit more. So now I've got the microgramma terrarium, has the string of turtles. The starts with an L, I can't quite remember it. And then right next to the the peperomia right in the middle of the screen is the Riccia. It's very tiny. It's just a start I took out of another terrarium, which thank goodness I did, because the following day I dropped that terrarium and thought I'd destroyed the Riccia because I forgot it wasn't here now. But that's what I got going in this one. One of my favorite terrariums, and I think that this fern is actually going to outgrow it pretty soon here. You can see it's touching the sides again, so I'm probably going to take cuttings of that and spread them around. But here we go. That's my little terrarium collection for today.